Hey everybody, we're down here, White Rose Motorcycle Club, and that's myself, Anthony Lowry, and Craig Lowry. And this GoPro footage is going to be from Anthony. And as you can tell, he grabbed a giant handful of throttle there and wheelied out on the start pretty good. He was up there, let me tell you. I got out in front of him there, my Superman cape. I just wanted to make note of that, Anthony, that I was in front of you on that one. But, I like to give him little shots and stuff like that and kind of keep him motivated, along with his dad, who just passed him right there. And I kind of wanted to pull out the best of, the race between these two and let you see how it played out here. And it ended up being the last lap. So we'll give you one full lap with these two battling it out. And as you can tell, he's on that little 125, just screaming the guts out of that thing. And he's got it in his head that he is going to take the old man down, who is out in front of him in his social butterfly costume here. It was a Halloween race. But Anthony's in his stinking clown outfit, so it doesn't get much more goofier than that anyhow. I love how he's screaming at his dad to get out of the way. Like that's gonna work. His dad's not gonna give him one iota of attention, or even open that door up even a little bit. Let me tell you what. If you back up to like say February, March, we were up on the mountain riding, and we had our. If you go back into my videos and look for the home course. That's kind of whenever Anthony was getting his feet wet and seeing if he was even going to like riding in the woods. He had this 125, and he could ride, but he did not have the self-confidence that he needed that he could do it. Get down on himself for every little thing out there. I can remember him, I'll never be able to keep up with you guys. And just a lot of being down on himself. And I tell you, if you're that kind of person, use Anthony as some motivation, because let me tell you what, we practiced and practiced, and that kid never said, I'm done, I'm quitting, I can't do this. And he really stuck with it. And I think it's because he's got a love for the sport. He just loves getting out here and riding, and loves trying to beat the old man. Who doesn't like to do that? I mean, I'm the same way when I get with my dad. It's a stinking blast if you can get up there and go bar to bar with it. And your dad just kind of person you look up to, and whenever it comes to wanting to beat him, you want to be that next chicken in the hen house that can move up in the pecking order a little bit, if you know what I mean. So yeah, don't lose the faith that you got the ability inside you to get out there and do this, because I'm just making fun of Anthony, but if Anthony can do it, anybody can do it. Just kidding you. But seriously, man, let me tell you, look at the way this kid's riding. He's keeping up with the old man. They were throwing down some really good lap times. But I will say one thing. You gotta kind of ask yourself, alright, he's got all the motivation in the world here to try to beat his dad. His dad has been riding ever since he was a teeny bopper. And, you know, is it riding ability or is it horsepower? I mean, Anthony's on a 125. He's racing with me in the 200 and under class, pre-2K. And his dad's on the same year bike, but a 250. And we got a course here that's kind of tight, and as you can tell, he's sticking with him in the woods here. I mean, the horsepower when you're in the tight wood sections like this, you just can't lay to the ground like you want. And sometimes that smaller bike is at your advantage. But where the bigger bikes can really stretch it out, like that 250 that Craig's riding, he gets into them field sections and stuff. And I will say though, the field sections got to be kind of muddy, so it was a matter of getting traction. Alright, I do think one mistake that Anthony makes here is, in my opinion, he rides exactly in his dad's line and doesn't look for another line around him. That's just my opinion. Now, the course, did it lend itself to getting a pass here and there? I'd say it was very limited. And these guys kind of get around most of the riders out there on equal foot, but I mean, you can see how Craig's trying to get around this guy here. He's looking for a line, trying to make a pass. And I think Anthony should have been doing the same kind of thing with Craig, maybe. A lot of logs out here, though. It would have been tough to make a hotline real quick and get around. He finally shows him a tire and gets a little out of control, look like here. Holy smokes, Anthony. Old Howard Grove. He was in the video that I did with myself when I was out there. He lent Anthony a 200R that he was at Frackville the race before this, and man, he teared up on that thing, being a little bit lower to the ground. And then Craig got the old 125 back to life. They rebuilt it for this race, and hey, what? Things must have went together pretty tight, because he ran the wheels right off this thing. I was slowly catching these guys, but I had been down for too long, and I never could catch. Tell you what, all the stuff I was talking about looks like he's really looking for a line now. I think like he's starting to feel like, I got something for you, Dad. I got something for you. I'm sure his dad's just feeling the pressure back there. He's finally staying up nice and tight. If there's an opportunity coming up, he's going to get it. We'll see how this thing plays out. He's right where he needs to be, if you ask me. He just needs to not run in that line, but in this single track, what are you going to do? It's going to be a good day whenever Anthony can put it all together for a whole season and finish in front of his dad or me. And it ain't ever going to happen, Anthony. I'm going to tell you that right now. I ain't ever going to let it. Getting ready to head up in the old bean field. We're getting on the last third of this lap or so. Hey, what? This is the last lap of the second race, and the course I don't think could have been much better out there. about perfect amount of moisture. It wasn't too awfully muddy. I ain't sure what happened there, man. Oh, some little mistakes that'll get you. Gotta get back around that dude in the white and the red. I've been seeing him showing a fender here and there. He's even, yeah, gets around Craig too. Go for it, Anthony. Go for it. See, that's where I think that 250 can stretch his legs out a little bit there and give Anthony all that he can handle. But I do think this field section coming up, I think that I think the field section, if Anthony would have pushed the envelope a little bit more and got himself some traction up into the grass a little bit like he did, or tried to run a little bit different line. What was that, Anthony? What was that? You went right through the stinking ribbons. Oh, man. Craig's really running this inside line hard. But I watch Anthony, he goes down onto the berm there. I think if he just would have powered out of it and seen how much power he could have got out of that, might have been a different story, but boy, Craig's just protecting that inside line like crazy. Get up there closer, Anthony. Get up there closer. It must be a matter of traction right now is all I can say. This little off-camber job, it was tough, but if you remember, them two took off. Craig was right beside him, right in this exact same straight stretch, and Anthony's hanged with him the whole stinking lap. Actually, there's about 2.5 laps. I cut about a lap and a half out after Craig made the pass. I'm trying to keep my videos, you know, around 10-15 minutes, but they had about a good half hour of racing like this, all the way down through. I don't have the video footage anymore, but if you go back and look at the home course, you'll see how Anthony started out. And to see where he's at right now, finishing up this race on the last race of the year, you can show your kids this and tell them that they can do it. Just got to get out there and practice. Put all that hard work and time into it, and you're going to have a nice fist bump at the end of the freaking race, and it's all going to be worth it. Great memories. That's going to be about it. I'll talk to y'all a little later. Have a good one.